Hi, welcome to my first video process. I decided to start with Andrea. Andrea is a Spanish doctor. She works in the Hospital of Peset. During the lockdown, I have been sketching hundreds of doctors and nurses, trying to cheer them up and also trying to show the real faces of the people fighting for us, trying to make people stay home. So now that you know the background of this picture, let's move to the process. Sometimes people don't give you too many options. In this case, I have the 4 photos, but in one of them, it was too dark and her face was very small, so I discarded. So I have these 3 as material for using. In all of them, we can see that Andrea is smiling all the time and it's a very special smile. So I picked the one where the smile was like bigger, brighter, and I used the other as reference to complete the hair and other details. Andrea is very young, so her features are very straightforward. With a couple of lines and shadows, it will be done. I decided to do it in only one color, and I use a ink brush, a standard ink brush from Procreate. Okay, so first we do the guidelines. As I said, this case is quite straightforward, so with 2 lines is fine. In the photo, you can see her eyes are open, but in the draft I simplified and they are closed. This actually emphasizes her happiness. I leave the draft when I think people can recognize the person. Then for the detailing, we move to another layer. I continue using the same brush. I think the name is dried ink or something like that. In Spanish is tinta seca. It's one of the standard brushes from Procreate. It's a standard, but I love it. Here I draw her eyes open. The part of the eyes is very tricky because it's where emphasize the expression, and I think it's one of the most important parts of the face when you are trying to make a caricature. So also here we are trying to emphasize because it's smiling, so if usually it's tricky, in this part it's more tricky. You can see that the rest of the face is almost like in the draft that I did before. I am just more accurate with lines. Then in another layer I add the shadows. I use the same brush, if I remember right. I just played with the color and with the transparency of the brush. The shadows help to emphasize the expression with emphasizing the muscles, and it gives you the light. The color of the hair goes in another layer. I use a brush that covers easily a big mass in a homogeneous way. Then I add the light. The location and the direction of the light makes you look to her eyes, if you can see. And this is all. I hope you like it. Please, it's my first video. Leave me comments with your feedback. Be honest. I will not cry if you say bad things. I prefer constructive feedback than, oh, it's okay, but then it's terrible. So please give me feedback. I will try to address all your feedback in my next video. Hopefully it will be next week. If you like it, please thumb up and share it. Thank you so much, and see you soon.